Keto. Style is the Barker over Barkham. Overwritten flows like beef ain't really over with. The only way for me to get over it is to aim at your chest. I rock with a DJ microphone, and I don't stop rocking the beats and keep rapping. Come on with it. Don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere. Word up. Salute to hip hop.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter Doris Burke. Back in Portland, the Trailblazers kick off the beginning of a homestand and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
An East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. Clock at 4. Tipped away. That's a 2 from Lillard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better. And I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Now here's Noah after the miss from Damian Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kaman. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
He dishes it to Henderson. Now, here's Aminu, defended by Dunleavy. Noah with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Dunleavy with the ball. And it's Butler with the jam.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
And the shot is good. Rose has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Henderson against Butler. Back to Lillard. To stop the drought, but he stays with it. From the right block, the shot is good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Now Rose, his scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Gasol, wide open, he fires, will not go. This is off the front iron. Lillard attacking, cans the 12-footer.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Butler on the wing. Henderson defending. Back to Rose. Kaman against Noah. No luck. Kaman with the defensive effort. Trailblazers trail by 3. It's Henderson on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Rose. They get the rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Jimmy Butler.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Came in a screen. And now the feed to Davis. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
For three, Dunleavy. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Terry Stotts gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Guys, the Bulls' defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection, they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even the perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort.
Now here's Rose. Gasol on the high post. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Lillard the pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Noah with the block. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Lillard's got 8 points.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Noah the screen. From deep, Rose. Nice D from Lillard.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Here's Aminu. Shot is no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Right side Rose. It's tipped and stolen by Kaman. Aminu dishes to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. There's the bucket. Good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Portland. The Bulls also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
And Portland making a change here. Lonley's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in.
And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
And, guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping. And he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Now here's Brooks. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Butler kicks to Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
McCollum's checked in for Gerald Henderson. Gibson with the steal. And here's the fast break. And slam dunk by Butler.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Brooks kicks to Gasol. And the layup falls. Gasol's got 8 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Brooks kicks to Butler. Outside Gibson, uncovered. Plumlee with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And Gasol sends it back. Knocks it loose. And here's McCollum, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Mirotic, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Top the key, Aminu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Aminu's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Golden State. Kicks it to Mirotic. Back to Brooks. Lillard with it. 11 points in the game. It's blocked. Outside Butler. Passes it to Mirotic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's McCollum. Dishes it to Aminu. Pass to Plumlee. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. But they'll get another chance. All by himself. Here's Butler. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegian. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Here's McCollum after the Bulls pick up 2. Now, here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. That drops. Lillard's got 13.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Here's Gibson, following the score by Damian Lillard. And he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 8. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Now Aminu. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Butler missing.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bulls lead by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
We've got Davis. Henderson out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Leonard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Rose. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Davis. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. And Gibson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And here's McCollum for 3. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. Chicago leading by 8. Rose attacking. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And it's blocked. And here's McCollum. Feeds to Aminu. From deep. Rebound collected by Snell. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Gibson the screen. Dunleavy for 3. No good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Aminu kicks to Henderson. Money from the wing. Henderson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Portland.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty, I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Now here's Gibson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum passes to Aminu. Davis kicks to Henderson. Fast break. Here we go. On up the court. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist by Dunleavy. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team as you recall in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Here's Rose. Last basket.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's McCollum. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rose with the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Kaman's checked in.
Chris Kaman.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Noah. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Trailblazers trail by 6. Leonard with a screen on Rose. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Rose. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Trailblazers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And the technical free throw is good. And guys, Meyers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90, 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer. Unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So it'll be Chris Kaman shooting. They get Paul Gasol.
You know, I think Meyers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game.
Henderson kicks to Aminu. Leonard, that's for 2. Nice shot from the wing. Now just a 2-point Chicago lead. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter.
And you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence. And he's having success putting the ball in the basket. And I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
Portland with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Now the pass to Henderson. Out to the wing. Unloads. Aminu misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rose with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. Feeds it to Leonard. He kicks it to Kaman. Clock at 6. Cannot hit, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
So for the Trailblazers, Plumlee comes in for Leonard. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Butler, he's checked in for the Bulls. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard dishes to Aminu. Plumlee against Gasol. Plumlee the pass to Lillard. There's the dish to Aminu. Lets it go. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Rose. He has 7. Butler on the wing. He feeds it to Noah. Puts up the baby hook. Kaman with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. And a big-time jam right there.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Noah after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Lillard dishes to Aminu. Butler against Henderson. The feed to Kaman. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. They get Pau Gasol.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Here's Henderson. And Butler sends it back. Now here is Mirotic. He's covered by Aminu. Kicks it to Brooks. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They set the pick. Back to Mirotic. All alone. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The Bulls have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Now here's Henderson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Brooks against Lillard. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Now here's Brooks. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. The lead pushed to double digits. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And here comes the break. Baseline jumper. Off the iron that time. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Will it go? Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got 9. Here is Brooks. 1:46 left to play in the first half. Inside, Gasol passes to Gibson. Butler dishes to Gibson. 6 to shoot. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Lillard misses. The Bulls leading by 8. It's Brooks on the wing, covered by Lillard. Butler against Henderson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
And Gibson sends it back.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Lillard up top. Brooks covering. Davis sets a screen. Butler against Henderson. Passes it to Vonleh. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Tony Snell's checked in for Pau Gasol. Now here's Brooks. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Chicago. They're up by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Pau, tell us what have been the key aspects to how this team is playing so far through the first 2 quarters.
Oh, just had to be aggressive from the beginning, take the shots that were there, move the ball, we're being unselfish. We were defending better in the first quarter, and we were able to knock down the shots.
Pau, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And, Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls? And, Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
One problem is that they didn't show enough aggression.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Lillard has been playing really well. 19 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
So for Chicago right now, Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. The big men are Gibson and Noah. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Butler kicks it to Noah. He dishes it to Dunleavy. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Dunleavy's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And Lillard kicks to Henderson. to the paint. Here's Davis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Rose against Lillard. Left side, Butler. Back to Rose. Rebounded by Kaman.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And Aminu kicks to Kaman. That's good. Kaman's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
There's the pick. Rose kicks to Butler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Davis sets a screen. Aminu. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Chicago leading by 4. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's Rose penetrating. Gibson a good look. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Came in a screen. Aminu the pass to Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Came in a screen on Rose. Here's Lillard. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lillard's got 25 points in the game.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
The Bulls leading by 4. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the middle, it's deflected and stolen by Kaman. 4-on-3 break. Lillard outside. Here's Davis. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Lillard against Rose. And Lillard kicks to Henderson for the lead. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night. Rose attacking, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 11.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now Lillard. He's got 25. Chicago grabs the miss. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Davis. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that one's good by Butler.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here is Lillard. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. It's Henderson on the wing. Lock at 6. Lillard attacking. Here's Kaman. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Rose with the ball. 11 points in the game. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 11.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Lillard against Rose. Nobody near Lillard. Another shot, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Plumlee comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Chicago also making a switch. Gasol's checked in.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
McCollum's checked in for Davis.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Plumlee, no luck. The Bulls leading by 9. Dishes it to Noah. Here's Gasol. Hits it from three-point range. Gasol's got 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Rose kicks to Gasol. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Gasol's shot is good.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Pass to Lillard. Feeds it to Henderson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Noah dishes to Dunleavy. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's McCollum, defended by Butler. Plumlee, and the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got his 2nd bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard outside. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside Butler. Rose against Lillard. Rose kicks to Butler. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Leonard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Chicago leading by 9. And Butler, here we go, and he dunks it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 29 in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Noah the screen. Rose kicks it to Noah. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock. Pass to Rose. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
McCollum, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
For 3, Dunleavy. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got his 5th assist in this one.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
There's the pass to McCollum. Butler with the steal. All alone. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have. To say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint, that's for sure.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Vonleh's checked in for Myers Leonard, and it's Aminu in for C.J. McCollum. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Tony Snell comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Vonleh, the pass to Henderson. He kicks it to Lillard. The dish to Plumlee. It's tipped. And here we go. The floater. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Mirotic. Mirotic has got 3 assists tonight.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Aminu dishes to Lillard. No good from outside. Here is Brooks. Noah with a screen on Lillard. Brooks kicks it to Noah. That's a 2 from Snell. Again, Chicago.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 16. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Bulls leading by 16. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Kaman in at center. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Kaman a screen. Here's Henderson, and Butler sends it back. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Snell kicks to Mirotic. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 16. Henderson with it. Butler covering. Butler against Henderson. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Aminu. Here's Vonleh. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Bulls shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Brooks. Mirotic has a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. The Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. Lillard outside. The feed now to Aminu. Here's Henderson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Take a look at what Henderson's been doing. He has 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Ed Davis is checked in for Vonleh. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Bulls. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team in injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Lillard against Brooks. Kicks it to Aminu. Passes it to Davis. Portland moving the ball around. Knocked away. Gasol with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. Rose against Lillard. Henderson passes to Lillard. Davis against Gibson. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Outside Butler. To the middle. Outside for Gasol. And the three ball is good. Gasol's got 22 points.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Chicago leading by 16. Rose kicks to Butler. Gibson dishes to Gasol. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Lillard against Rose. Davis sets a screen. Aminu the pass to Lillard. And it's Aminu in the corner. And that one goes out of bounds. last touch by Gasol. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dishes to Aminu. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
Lillard against Butler. Davis sets a screen. And Aminu kicks to Davis. Great D that time from Gibson.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
And he gets it to go.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Trailblazers trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Outside Butler. Launches a three. Aminu grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Davis. And that's now 33 points for Lillard. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Puts it up from 7, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That one on Rose.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Here's Davis. Came in a screen. Lillard left side, jacks up a 3, and that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 36 points for Damian Lillard. The Bulls leading by 14. And it's Rose penetrating. Dunleavy for 3. Can't hit. Now Portland takes it the other way. And even 3-on-3 break. Anderson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Now here's Lillard. Trying his luck deep. Aminu misses. Chicago's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Pass to Butler. Henderson against Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Davis sets a screen. Aminu dishes to Lillard. Outside, Davis. Feeds it to Aminu. Offensive rebound, Kaman. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Kaman having a good game. He's got 10 points now and 3 great steals. He's piling up the rejection to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
Both free throws good from Kaman.
How about the nickname for Chris Kaman? Air Sasquatch. I mean, he's got that stenciled in his shoes. A nickname he earned back when he wore his hair long. He has clearly embraced it.
For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Los Angeles. To the left wing. Aminu, the pass to Lillard. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
And that one misses.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, giving yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Plumlee is checked in for Portland. Here's Henderson. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
That's good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Now Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Here's Davis. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He dishes it to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Here's Noah, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Off the screen. That doesn't go either for Davis.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Got that one up quick. And it's 13 points for Rose.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Aminu kicks to Henderson. Pass to Aminu. Now the dish to Plumlee. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland again missing. The Bulls leading by 21. Right side Rose. And there's the pass to Butler. He kicks it to Gibson. Back to Butler. And they double up Butler. Lets it go with a 3. Kept alive. Here's Dunleavy. Plumlee with some nice D.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Now a timeout called by Portland.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
Here's Davis. Henderson with the screen for Davis. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this, high basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
I liked his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Bulls also changing it up. McDermott's checked in for Dunleavy. Tony Snell comes in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Brooks dishes to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just the 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jimmy Butler. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
The Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Bulls ball.
Here's Snell. Passes it to Portis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And it's...
Gentlemen, I'm here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.